if you're joining us in reading through this 30-day reading plan, today's reading is Luke 2:8-20, and I encourage you to read that passage. Now, in the birth story of Christ, we are confronted with the stark reality of a series of miracles. The first is a virgin birth. The second is Joseph's dream and vision. The third is where Christ was born. Cyril of Alexandria, in 378 through 444 AD, says this about Christ's birth. He, God, finds man in his corrupt affections has become like the beasts that perish, and therefore he, Christ, is laid in the manger, in the place of food, that we, changing from the life of beasts, might be brought to the knowledge that befits man, partaking not of hay, but partaking of the heavenly bread, the life-giving body. Now, the word translated manger generally means a feeding trough, and therefore Cyril of Alexandria takes the meaning that humans, up to that point, were behaving like animals, and so Christ was laying in a feeding trough so that mankind could come and partake of the living bread. Now, if we think of Christ's birth in that way, we can easily see how the apostles and early Christians felt about Christ nourishing their lives, providing the bread of life to we who need to feed upon something other than that bread of the land. So are we really feeding on the bread of life? Do we really ingest him in our daily walk? Are we ready to read about him daily? Are we praying and praying regularly? Are we living our lives as ones who have changed and now have a nourishment that is different from the rest of the world? How does Christ's birth impact us? Well, on this Christmas Eve, I'd like you to think about how you would respond if angels came to you and told you about the miraculous birth. Would you run to Bethlehem to see about it? Or would you cower where you were, not knowing what to do? How do you approach Christ now? Do you come wanting the bread of life? Or are you satisfied with the bread of this world?